It's time to take the Tiburon onto the Nürburgring and show just what tuning can do to help make this car drivable. Apologize that this did not come sooner, but I did not have enough recording time on my camera for a full lap here. As you can see, the car does not plow. You still need to be very generous with braking distance from time to time, but it's a much better car now. And don't be afraid to get up closer to the rim of the track with this car. It's pretty tiny. It's not that big. I'm just a little bit hesitant to get on the gas with this thing because there's so many quick turns after one another, and that's where this car really meets its limits. I mean, for a tight track, this thing is fine, but the Nürburgring just had like 3 or 4 really quick turns after just a quick straightaway. This is an ideal track for testing this car and finding its limits. Now, it's worth noting that I'm using stock gear ratios here. This thing is tuned for acceleration primarily, top speed secondarily, and I am flying. Wow. I'm also using sport hard tires, both the front and the back. That's really fast. I always get nervous when I come over that hill, because I don't know if this thing's suspension is going to be too firm or not. I mean, there I didn't really need to be afraid, but I'm just so used to driving the Corvette C5R and other cars like that they'll bottom out and clomp around off that jump. So that wasn't the car, that was me. Had a really quick turn coming up here. Glad I downshifted there. I don't know if I would have had time to react. Oh my god! These brakes are amazing! Weight reduction upgrades are a must with this car. I'll go over the tune setup, either in video form, or I'll take pictures with my camera and send you the pictures via Skype or MSN or something. But as you can see, this car inspires a lot more confidence than it did in stock tune. I mean, I'm flying. I'm going balls to the wall, almost. Turn up here. Ha! I did not go into the dirt. There's another turn after this one, though. You see that? Yikes, that's a tight one. Wow. I did not think this car could handle that many direction changes. Not bad. I'm pretty impressed. Now, see, you're noticing this car doesn't plow like it used to. It'll grip pretty well. Yeah, don't be afraid to drop it. Oops, shit, that was my bad. I was going to say, don't be afraid to drop it a gear or two, if that's what it takes to keep it on the track. Because there, I should have dropped it about a gear and a half and just let it coast for a little while and then adjust my course. See, it grips well if you just have the right technique for it, and I can tell you have the right technique. It's just the car was not set up properly. I mean, I don't even drive front-wheel drive cars, and I'm making this look really easy. See? It will do high-speed turns, but it will sometimes screw you over. I mean, I'm still learning with this car, so I'm sure for you it'll be a nice, easy transition, because it should handle like a rear-wheel drive car. Quick turn-in and good grips throughout the turns. Now, of course, the Corvette Gran Sport will always corner better than this thing, mid-corner. Because the Corvette Gran Sport will keep turning in. This thing will eventually lose traction, but this thing should not handle anything like your old Tiburon in the sense that it will lose grip mid-corner. So, there we go. That's why it's good to have a 6-speed triple clutch transmission, because you'll be needing to go up and down through gears periodically with this car, quite frequently in some spots. Now, you can either attribute that to my lack of driving skill with this car, which there is some, or a lot compared to you, Joshua, but there we go. I'm not even looking at the gear shift indicator, I'm just looking at the track and just going with it. See, and I know you have a good setup for this car. You have, I believe, gears 1 and 2 really short, then 3 and 4 get longer, and then 5 is a little bit short, and then 6 is really long. That's pretty much an all-purpose setup. Almost race car-like. Wow. This thing's flying. I mean, this thing seems like it's going faster than it is. I'm not even in 6th gear. I'm only going 130. But the sensation I'm getting is that this car is really moving. I like that in cars. Cars that are slower than they actually seem. Or faster than they actually seem, I should say. Correction. A couple more hard tunes coming up. And I'm not going to wall ride here. I'm going to be fighting my instincts just in the name of civil driving. So, be happy. See, and it's forgiving. I mean, as long as you... Because the car does not weigh very much and the brakes are very powerful, you can screw up a little bit. Like that turn, I should have turned in a little bit more aggressively, but I didn't. But I was able to save it by dropping into gear. I have not done this in so long. Oh my god, please, please, please I remember how to do this. Okay. Whew. Thought I was going to go eat some grass there. That could have been really bad. So, obviously you should like what you see. I don't even have nitrous on this thing. I never use nitrous in my cars. Unless I'm doing top speed tests on a track or something. There we go. Something tells me this car would be really nice with a 7-speed, but I don't think you can get one even with a full customized transmission. So, whatever. My god. Yeah, see? In high-speed turns, if you have the right technique, brake, and then turn in. And the delay between braking and turning in should not be long. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that was a bit close. I keep forgetting this is a front-wheel drive car. It's... In my efforts to make it a rear-wheel drive car, it exhibits some rear-wheel drive car qualities, or characteristics, I should say, yet still retains that front-wheel drive nervousness in high-speed turns like there. Wow! You're still going to lose some speed in the high-speed turns with this car, there's no doubt in my mind. But it's not going to be as drastic as it would be without this setup. And it's going to be even less once you get your gear ratios all set up. Because I don't know what the right gear ratios are for this car. I didn't tune this car with the intent of changing the gear ratios. I just did it to make the chassis and the cornering much better than it was before. Because, we agreed on some points in the sense that it plows too much, doesn't turn in well enough. It should turn in much better now. And it will grip through the turns better. It's not going to be perfect, though. So... Yeah, here, sorry if it seems like I'm hesitating. I'm just not very familiar with this back part of the track. There we go. There we go. Nice and smooth. Got a medium speed turn up here. Holy wow. I thought I'd have to drop it in 2 gears there. Ooh, that's kind of cool. If I let off the gas and turn, the car would just grip in. That's kind of cool. That's possibly a new technique. As you can see, this is definitely a closer ratio transmission than you would have. I mean, top speed of 160 to 175 most likely. I mean, it'll keep pulling, just not very hard towards the end of gear 6. Sure as heck won't get to top speed quick. But is that not the nature of top speed? Here we go. Holy mother... Yep, that was my fault. I fucked that up. Fuck. My dog's licking my fingers, too. It's not very easy to drive here. I was trying to do a flawless run here. Come on, Rachel. Was that too much to ask? Did you just have to troll me with my moment of fame? Yeah, of course, the answer is yes. There we go, a sub 8-minute 30 lap time for the ring. And now to show off by hitting a wall.